agreement. The buyer brokerage agreement is something that needs to be signed before you go out and start showing property. As you can tell, it says state law prohibits broker from ever representing a buyer as a client without first entering into a written agreement with that buyer. So let's go through how to actually fill it out. We're in DocuSign again, and there needs to be a term. So what I usually say is, guys, go ahead and just like a listing agreement, put 180 days of that term. The term dates here, I'm going to start at September 1st of 2023. And then I'm going to run that through March 1st of 2024, that is. This is that, hey, we are agreeing to work together during this time, and we can agree to end that brokerage relationship with written notice, and or we can agree to extend it if we would like to. Okay. The next thing is agency and brokerage. The following types of relationships are not offered by the broker. You guys all know through real estate school that dual agency is the one that's not going to be offered by the broker. And you can see you don't have to worry about number B because you already said that it's not offered. Okay, commission. So buyer, this is one that people get hung up on, and there's a couple different ways you can go about it. I think it will be more and more important to have the discussion that if in fact a listing agent or seller does not pay commission, number 4 is saying that the buyer agrees to make sure and acknowledges that they will pay the difference. So in this box, we always put 3% of sales price. And you just need to explain that to your client that, hey, if for some reason that full commission is not given by the seller, that you're just agreeing that you'll pay the difference. That doesn't happen much, but it does happen sometimes. And you'll pick this box, which is optional to compensate the broker. All right, so everything else, guys, you learn about in your contracts classes. Make sure you're going to those, you review those. There's a lot of protection clauses in here. There's a lot of duties in here, and this all needs to just be understood and explained. This is a legal document that you need to understand how arbitration works if something were to happen. All these things actually do happen. So remember, your job is to read these forms and understand them. I always love, if you scroll down to number 10 on page 6, a few things that you can find in the GAR documents to go ahead and give people: lead-based paint and a mold pamphlet, and protect yourself with buying a home. Those are all good ones. You can go ahead and put the construction because there are so many of new constructions. A lot of people give the flood hazardous stuff. You can actually pull all of these and put them into your systems as far as what you send a buyer automatically. And if you go ahead and save these in DocuSign, you can easily send them with a welcome email of just some reading material and to review that they do in fact have this information. No special stipulations that I have, but if you were to have one, this is where that would go. And then you go in and fill out your buyer's name. So you can see the buyer's name here just auto-populated, but I'm just going to do a Zach Smith here as the buyer of the deal. The buyer brokerage agreement, it's auto-populating for some reason, some of these names. So this is where you would put Keller Williams as the broker, because you are the one that is signing on behalf of the broker a brokerage agreement. So you're filling that in here. You make sure you spell right. Okay. Partners. You can put Northwest as well if you're in a Northwest office, which is definitely fine. You can put your name, your phone number here in the boxes, your email address, your license number, let's just make up, your board, your office code, 01 for West Cobb, 02 for Cartersville, 03 for Rome, 05 for Calhoun. The brokerage license number is 45906. You can put any of the office numbers here in this agreement, any of the addresses for the offices we have here that are brokerage, either Calhoun, Rome, Cartersville, or West Cobb. All right. And once you do that, guys, you have to just accept it once they sign, their clients sign. I'm just making another one here. Let's put Leslie Smith. And once they sign, you can go in and bind said agreement with a date. You need to submit this. This will be part of compliance through command. You will save and close it, and you officially have a buyer's brokerage agreement. Thanks so much, guys.